boys and girls. For reading today, we're going to talk about our characters' feelings at the beginning of the story. And so you will need your black paper that's like a little flat book, okay? And I put inside of that, I put a paper that had the character feelings, and I highlighted it at the beginning of Stellaluna, and then I have this picture of Stellaluna and the three birds. So let's review some of the feelings at the beginning of the story of Stellaluna. And I don't have my best camera angle for you today, boys and girls, but I'll do the best I can, okay? If you remember at the beginning of the story, how did Stellaluna feel here? Stellaluna, she felt protected and loved because her mom would carry her each night to go and look for food. So she felt protected. And then what happened? Then she was scared. That's right. She was scared because she was falling. Her mother got in a fight with the owl, and she was falling, and she was scared when she was falling. And then what happened? She ended up hanging from a tree. And I bet when not only was she scared here, but I bet she was sad because she was separated from her mom, wasn't she? So she was sad, she was scared. You'd be sad and scared if you were separated from your mom. And then here she is hanging barely onto the branch. And how do you think she felt then? I agree with you. I think she was nervous because she was hanging in the tree. And then she probably got what? She'd been there for a long, long time, and then she got what? She got hungry, okay? She fell down in there, plopped down there. So she was hungry because she had no food. And remember, what do bats like to eat? They like to eat fruit. And she was probably hungry. So that's where this story, she was so hungry, look at this, that she was willing to eat a grasshopper. All right. So that's the beginning of our story there. And let's go over the words that we did. So at the beginning, she felt protected by her mom. At the beginning of the story on their flight, she felt protected, she felt loved. And then what happened? She was scared because she was falling, and she was super sad because she was lost and separated from her mom. Okay, these are all important things, and you'll want to probably stop the video as you go to do this. And then she was nervous. That's right. She was nervous at the beginning of the story because she was hanging upside down in the tree, and she was hungry because she had no food. She got desperate enough. That's another good describing word, because she was willing to eat that grasshopper. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take this character feeling activity. At the beginning of Stellaluna, she felt many different feelings. Explain the feeling and why she felt that way. So why was she hungry? She was hungry because she had no food. That's all you have to write. She was hungry because she had no food. Why was she nervous? And so remember, these are all on here. So you're going to write those all down and give me when it happened, okay? So I gave you the feeling, and you tell me when it happened in the story. And then you're going to make a connection and tell me about a time you felt one of these above feelings. So I'm going to tell you about a time. Let's see. I'm going to tell you about a time I was scared. I made a connection to this story about a time I was scared when I was at the grocery store, and I walked away from my mom, and then we got separated, and I was lost in the store until someone found me and got me back to my mom. So what you'll do down here is make a connection to a time that you felt either hungry, nervous, protected, scared, or sad. And so you'll say, I made a connection. I was scared because, and then remember, you have to tell me your because so that it makes a complete sentence. Does it need to start with a capital and end with a period? It does. So when you get all that done, what I want you to do is take this and color it your very, very best. Then you're going to cut it out, cut around it. You know, you don't have to cut perfect, but you know how we cut around it. And then you're going to take your black paper, okay, your black flat paper like this. And this is the cover of this. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to glue it on. Look at mine. So you're gonna cut it out, see how I cut around the white? And you're gonna glue it onto this part right here on the big fat left-hand side, okay? So that's what you're doing for your reading and your writing today. It's gonna take you a while, but do the very best you can. I know you will. And I hope you enjoyed listening to the story of Stellaluna again. So today we're just going over again the character feelings of Stellaluna at the beginning of the story. All right, get to work.